Eventually we'll find the time. And what if I believe you? Or what if and what if I could see you like I saw you the whole time? Go on, give it your all tonight. You can say anything you like. I'm not your savior, so far away, blinded by anger, you forgot who to play. I'll never be your lighthouse in the dust. If I had my way, I'd guide you to the rocks. Go on, give it your all tonight. You can say anything you like. Poison my mind. You'll never be satisfied. Blame the divine. Eventually they'll find the time. And what if I believe you? Or what if I believe you? What if I go on, give it your all tonight. You can say anything you Welcome to Whiskey Oval _ TV, getting ready to kick it off here at Fairbury, the short track. Some 360 sprint car action, the Outlaw series for the National Auto Racing Club. Qualifying just got done. Checker flag waves and Hungerbuster Kell has a top a spot there in qualifying. A very fast lap time for Kell. Don't know if that's his very first pole, but I'm pretty sure that's his very first pole of this season of the 360 Outlaws. So congratulations to that number 58 machine. Starting out the night quite well. A little bit of race info of this racetrack that we all call Fairbury Speedway. The track length, the 0.24 miles. I'm pretty sure this is the shortest iRacing dirt track that they have. Could be wrong, but I don't think I am. City of Fairbury as well. As we get ready to rock and roll with the grid, here we go. Hungerbuster Kell, there you see it, the Dairy Queen machine. I like that number 1. The Hungerbuster, the number 1. The 58 Team SSR driver, he'll be on a pole with Kenny Hoffman, another Team SSR driver. That squad showing up strong very early. Ryan Warshak, number 30 machine from New England, he'll be starting in 3rd. And then Shea Paulo, what a great race he put on about 2 weeks ago. He grabbed that win. The 021 car, he'll be starting in 4th place from the crazy state of California. Trent with Wide Open Motorsports 088 car, he'll be starting in 5th place. And the 3rd row outside is going to be Dustin, driver out of Indiana. Driver from Carolina is going to be Scott, the 41 machine, with Jeff with elbows up a Sim Sport with to his outside. From the frozen land up north, Tim Alton, the 64 machine from Canada. And then Devin Thomas, School of Sim Racing, the number 57 car. Top 3 advances will hurry up and do 10 laps around this small bull ring of a short track. And here we go. The action is going to be fast. The pace is going to be even faster. And we're just going to try to keep up with everything the best we can. Hunger Buster Kale has already fell back to third spot just after 2 laps, and he gets a little shot to the outside wall. From the 9, going from the quickest lap time and qualifying to being way outside the top 3. Now the top 2 go all the way to the outside, and here we go. Here's our race leader, pro driver of Shea Apollo, as he hits the wall in turns 1 and 2. Everyone likes that outside wall. Jeff Stewart hangs back in second place. He has captured second place as of right now, and Jeff Stewart, he has moved up 6 spots here in this heat race. Dustin's moved up 3, and he is in this final transfer spot as of right now. Top 3 send those guys straight to the A main, halfway home to Mama, 58 seconds into this heat race. Lap times they are running right now is about 11.2. Shea Paulo, our race leader, has the as Kel just does a complete 360 flip. Shea does have our fastest lap time out there on the racetrack. It's just trying to make it home. Dustin, they're going to battle it out here for second place, side by side for a short bit. Jeff Stewart found himself to the outside of Dustin. Now can Dustin figure out a way around him with just 2 laps to go? 2 laps to go. Here at Fairbury Speedway, Stewart has the second place. Dustin wants it. Top 3 does advance. How hard are these drivers going to race each other? Dustin looks down to the bottom side. Is there any grip whatsoever? Looks like he fell back a little bit as a white flag waves for our race leader of Shea Paulo. One last time down the backstretch. We're watching right here for this race for second place. Slide job. Dustin threw it on Jeff Stewart. Stewart's seen it coming. Crossover right at that checkered flag, and there you have it, the top 3. Man, kind of a rough start for those first couple laps, man. A lot of drivers tapping that outside wall. But they were able to figure it all out, though. It's going to be a crazy night of racing for the National Auto Racing Club. And also, if you guys would like to join this action, you guys can go check them out on their Facebook page. Thank you all for tuning in here with _TV, either on Facebook or over there on the YouTube channel that I'm still trying to slowly figure out. I gotta get that song off of the queue there. Here we go. Another 10-car heat race number 2 from the crazy state of California, the Double O machine, Justin Sherman. He'll be on pole with Michael Sheridan, the number 15 machine, with Brent Marks Racing. He'll be to his outside. Second row, that's going to be made up of Jareth Pike and Patrick Spengler. Third row, Zach J. Miller and Tyler Wilson. Fourth row is going to be Brandon Garman with Garmin Sim Racing and Corey Oswin, Native Pride Racing. And the last and final row, the 9th and 10th spot, give that to Justin Butterfield and Trevor Royal. Trevor back there, he has won one here in the Outlaw series of the 360s. He is starting way back there in the pack. We'll see if he can move up. And here we go. Justin Michael, front row. And let's do a little shimmy and shimon. Around Fairbury Speedway. Stack them up, back them up, side by side, all the way around the racetrack. Justin ripping the lip around turns 3 and 4. And he does have the lead as of right now. Michael Sheridan has tucked right there into second place, exactly where he started. Back on board with third place. Second place smashes the outside wall. And we have a huge pileup out here on the raceway here at Fairbury Speedway, and a huge shakeup. Michael Sheridan, he had to grab a tow. He is off this racetrack and into the pit. So Justin Sherman, here's our race leader. Battle for second place is on. Patrick Spengler has it. Zach J. Miller right there in third place. And here we go, Trevor. Always very fast. He has already won a Mac Daddy show here in the National Auto Sim Racing Club. And right now he is trying to battle his way straight to the Mac Daddy show, trying to grab that top 3 spot as he works the outside of Brandon Garman. Brandon Garman down to the bottom side or to the inside of Trevor Royer. Didn't put up much of a fight, though. Now Patrick Spengler's next on his list. Patrick still digging hard on the bottom side. You see Trevor coming. Does he move up? Not quite. So now Trevor has P2. Justin Sherman, he is long gone. Lap 8 of 10 is what we're working. 1 minute and 29 seconds. He has led every single lap as of right now. Zach J. Miller's on the outside looking in. Can he make his way straight to the A main show? He needs to get around Brandon Garman. I'm surprised, man. Right after that number 90 machine of Trevor passed all three of these guys there on the outside, I'd figure one guy would at least test the waters up there. No one really has, though. Everyone just kind of staying right there on the bottom side as a checkered flag is going to wave for Justin Sherman. And good race by that driver and Zach J. Miller. And Brandon Garman are both outside of the bubble. Here's our race winner right here. Crazy heat races, man. Start of these heat races is all about survival. We'll see what happens in heat race number 3. Here's a blimp shot here at Fairbury Speedway. Exact same thing. 10 drivers, 10 laps. Here we go with the quick grid, really quick on the front row. The guy that qualified third fast is going to be Lane Stevens, driver out of the Northwest, a 33 machine. To his outside is going to be Jordan Eder, the 65 machine with Team SSR. Thomas Brennan, another Team SSR elite driver, the number 35 machine. He'll be started up, or he'll be making up the second row with Daniel Kelly with Kelly Motorsports to his outside. And Jeremiah with Team SR elite. With Team SSR, the number 20 machine. He'll be starting at 5th place with Keith Bradley with Over the Top of Motorsports to his outside. No number. I think he'll be number 28. Sorry, he'll be number 1, Keith Bradley. Eric Summerfield with Garmin Sim Racing. He'll be starting there in 7th place. And Chris Forsyth, the number 24 machine with Wide Open Motorsports. Chris Schaefer, another Wide Open Motorsports, 2 teammates in this heat race. And Travis Snyder Jr., he's looking for a team. The number 77 machine. He'll be rounding out the 10th place. And Travis, man, I think that's the first time I've ever seen it, and you don't even make the grid, man. So that is it. That's going to make up a 9-car heat race with only 10 laps. And it is all about survival for the first couple of laps, it seems like. And here we go. Let's stack them up and back them up. Let's do a little bit of shimmy and shiving for 10 laps. Man, if you can make it straight to the A main right out of this heat race here at Fairbury, goodness gracious, it takes off a lot of pressure off for you. And here we go. Lane Stevens shoots out like a rocket, goes straight to the outside wall. We have a couple cars stuck to the outside wall. So here we go. Trying to break down the field, down the backstretch and into turn 3. They work. Lane Stevens does lead the field as of right now. Thomas Brandon, 2nd place. Oh, look at this. Battle all for this last transfer spot. We might have even been 4 wide for a slight bit. 2 cars get tangled up. Keith Bradley's all the way to the outside. Jordan Eder trying to throw that slide job. Wasn't clear. He had a check out of it. And Keith Bradley goes straight back down to the bottom side. Sorry, Jordan Eder, that's him down to the bottom side. Keith Bradley smashes the outside wall. All for this 3rd place, all for this last transfer spot. And here we go. Chris Schaefer's trying to work his way up into this mess now. 4 cars battling out for 1 spot. How will this shake out? Working laps 7 of 10 and into turns 3 and 4. They roar. Eder all the way to the outside. That all-black machine, the 65 car ripping the lip, trying to knock down the outside wall. He has that 3rd place right now. Chris Schaefer working the middle side. Wide Open Motorsports driver of Schaefer. If he can make it into this show, it'd be big for that squad. And he has got to the inside of Eder, and Chris Schaefer now has this last transfer spot, working lap 9 of 10 down the backstretch, a lap and a half to go. Schaefer trying to make it in. Lane Stevens is gone. Thomas Brandon has 2nd place secured up. If he can make it one more time around, and here we go. The last time down the back straightaway, the 23 machine of Chris Schaefer moved up 6 spots to capture the last transfer spot of the 9th, and wow, what a good race. Moved up 6 spots. It's a lot of spots, man. It's a lot of spots to make up in this short track. And I've been lying this entire time. It is actually the top 4 that make it in. Daniel Adams. He'll be on pole with Gas Monkey Sim Sports with Bruce. To his outside, elbows up as Sim Sport. Patrick Cobb, 3rd place, driver out of Indiana. And to his outside is going to be Zane Walters, driver from Pennsylvania. Brandon, 5th place. Alex, driver from the Great Lakes. He'll be starting in 6th place. Marshall will be starting 8th with Colin Murphy to his outside there in the 8th spot. David Flick starting up that last row, driver out of Indiana. And then Joe, driver out of New Jersey, the number 43 car. Stack them up, back them up. 10 cars, 10 laps. Man, I really feel like that, man, if you can make that car work to the outside, that is definitely the fast way to go. And here we go. Shania Scheiman for 10 laps. Zane Walters, we jumped right on board with him very early on, and he got a little loose coming out of 2. Top 4 advances, only 10 laps, and here we go. Daniel Adams, he's up on point right now with Bruce Klingen right there behind him, a very fast driver there for Elbows Up Sim Sports. Patrick Cobb sitting in 3rd place. That's exactly where he started, and he may almost be stuck 3 wide. I thought they were going forcing 3 wide, but he has that 3rd spot right now. That is Brandon working hard down there on the bottom side in that 360 sprint car. Don't count out this 31 machine all the way there to the outside. That's going to be Zane Walters as he just taps the outside wall. That's the pros and cons of that outside cushion. That is definitely the fast way around as we see multiple drivers make their way all the way up through the field on the outside wall. But man, if you just barely tap it, a little bit of a loose car, it can slow you down in big time. This is Brandon, the number 22 machine. He has this last chaser spot as of right now as we work lap 8 of 10. The 89 machine of Marshall, though, that's him to the outside. Can Marshall try to get around? Look at this, 3-car action. The 89 machine of Marshall, he is on the outside looking in with the white flag. He drives hard down into turn number 1. Down the backstretch to go for the very last time. Who is going to make it into the A main show? Coming out of 4, Marshall's going to be outside looking in. Brandon barely squeaks in. Patrick Cobb finishes 3rd. Bruce 2nd, and then Daniel. He's going to be our heat race number 4 winner. Feel like that heat race was a lot more chill. Breaking down the points as of right now, Justin Sherman does have the points lead. Kenny Hoffman 2nd, Landon is 3rd, Joe is 4th. Then Jeremiah, the guy that's in the D main, starting on the outside of the front row right now. He is sitting 5th in the points, and he's in the D main, and he has some work to do to try to make it in to the A main. We got a lot of fast drivers back here. For the grid, top 4 advance, Corey Asa and Jeremiah make up the front row. Zane Walters and Kenny Hoffman. They'll be starting at 3rd and 4th. Michael Sheridan, Travis Snyder Jr., and then David Flick rounding out the field. Kenny Hoffman is 2nd in points. Kenny Hoffman second in points, and he's stuck back here in the D main. And here we go. Green flag racing. Top 4 advances. And Corey Austin has a race lead. Jeremiah second place. Zane Walters, Kenny Hoffman, Michael Sheridan all battling it out for the top 3 now. The National Auto Racing Club, they do not reset the track whatsoever from the practice all the way there to the A main show. So this is what the drivers are going to have to deal with. Kind of curious if can anyone make it from the D main all the way up to the A main. That's always a very cool storyline to try to follow. As Zane Walters tries to force it 3 wide there in the 5th place spot. Not quite though. And Corey Austin is just trying to hold on there in that number 92 machine. Usually a very consistent driver. Right now, he's just trying to stay consistent for a couple more laps and bring that machine home. Kenny Hoffman still holding down 2nd place. Travis Snyder 3rd place. But man, he has some hungry wolves right there behind him. As of right now, this driver, he's on the outside looking in. He needs 1 spot. He needs to make up 1 spot as Jeremiah smashes the outside wall, and he's still there. So that 1 spot Zane Walters needed to make up. He kind of got a little bit of a Christmas gift there. Jeremiah, he is 5th in the points right now in the National Auto Racing Club. Oh no, our race leader, he crashes out. Corey Austin, our race leader, on the white flag. And he's out of this race. Really quick, before it goes away, here's a replay. Corey Austin all the way to the outside. Sherman there to the bottom side, down the backstretch, and a little bit of contact. And the race leader of Corey Austin flips that machine in the very last corner of the very final lap. That is a tough break. Very tough break. I may have jinxed him. Knock on wood. Hopefully I didn't. But I did say he's a very consistent driver. Here we go with the C main. Eric Summerfield with Garmin Sim Racing. He's on pole with Joe from New Jersey to his outside. Devin Thomas with School of Sim Racing. Sorry, Thompson to there with School of Sim Racing, 3rd place. Jason Butterfield, driver from the New York. Daniel Kelly with Kelly Motorsports. Alex from the Great Lakes. Hunger Buster of Kale with Team SSR. Kenny Hoffman with Team SSR as well. Travis Snyder is still looking for a team. Zane Walters 10th, and Jeremiah is the last car in. And man, he kind of got a break there. Kind of got a little bit of a break. Now Kenny Hoffman, he is 2nd in the points championship, and if you notice, he had a starter there in the D main show, and he did win it. So now he's made it up to the C main. Top 4 advances, 10 laps, 11 cars. So we get them stacked up, backed up. National Auto Racing Club working the C main now. Eric Summerfield and Joe, they're going to make up the front row. And here we go. Green flag racing. And we're already going to try and make it 3 wide, trying to force it out at 2. The number 43 machine of Joe working the outside. That is that's Devin Thompson. They're in 2nd place. Thompson trying to move up a spot already. Number 93 machine of Jason Butterfield trying to work into the picture, and he's going to make it 3 wide for 2nd place. And Jason Butterfield just grabbed a 2-for-1 dinner deal. The number 93 machine is on a mission. Went down to turns 1 and 2 and was able to pass 2 cars in 1 corner. Now he is putting all sorts of pressure on this number 43 machine. And that is the action right there behind him. There off of his gas tank. Down the backstretch and going into turn 3 from the boys up there in the blimp. Joe all the way to the outside. Jason Butterfield in that all black and purple car digging hard down on the bottom side, and he has a race lead. As we swap for the race lead, Jason Butterfield has it. He has moved up 3 spots, and Joe smashes the outside wall. Trying to hang on to it the best he can. Joe is getting all sorts of bent out of shape up there coming off of these corners. That all green and white car, lap 8 of 10 is what we're working. The top 4 advances. Second, third, and fourth place are all wheel-to-wheel, nose to tail. Kenny Hoffman is on the outside looking in. The man that had to start it in the D main, and that is second in points right now. He is on the outside looking in, lap 9 of 10. Kenny Hoffman needs a little bit of racing luck or a little bit of something because he's on the outside and looking in, and Kenny Hoffman moves up to fourth place. Hunger Buster of Kale working down on the bottom side there in the all-white car, the Dairy Queen machine. Kenny Hoffman to the outside, to the checker line. Who's going to make it in? And it looks like Kale's going to be it. Kale was able to sneak that machine into the B main event. There on the very bottom side. And that's going to end the run of Kenny Hoffman. What a crazy C-main that was. So guy that's second in points. He's done for the night. Here we go for the B main. Top 8 advances out of this main. Ryan Washok, the number 30 machine driver out of New England. He'll be on pole with Zach J. Miller, driver out of that Pennsylvania. Team SSR, driver of Jordan Eder. And then Marshall to his outside there in the second row. Third row is going to be made up of Trent and Jarrett. Chris and Colin's going to make up the 7th and 8th spot. Scott 9th and Tyler Wilson will be his 10th spot. Jason Butterfield and Travis Snyder Jr., the double 7 car. And 13th and 14th spots going to be Devin Thomas. And then the guy that barely squeaked his way in, last lap pass, last corner pass coming out of turn 4 is going to be Kale. Now remember, Kale did run the quick time there in qualifying. And then in heat race number 1, it went south for him very quick. So the 58 car definitely has some speed. A top 8 does advance. 6 cars will be going home. Lights on the pace truck is off. We'll be going green this time by as they work down the back stretch. Left-hand turn for that pace truck. Let's stack them up and pack them up. Let's try to have a good race. Hopefully it's not too crazy. Here we go. Ryan off to a hot start. Everybody is still all bunched up. Ryan is still our race leader. The guy that started on pole here for the B main. Zach J. Miller, second place. Marshall's holding back third. Jordan Eder, fourth. You have Trent back in fifth place, and it's anyone's race from fifth on back. Trent's is the 88 machine working that middle side of the racetrack. Has 2 cars side by side right there in front of him. Jareth Pike trying to work the outside. Jareth Pike is working that outside wall, trying not to hit that big right rear tire on it, because it will slow you down big time. 7th place is going to be Chris, and the last transfer spot is up for grabs right now. Scott has it in the all yellow car. Yes, Travis to his outside. Travis ripping the lip way out there. That's Travis Snyder Jr., and he is still working the outside lane. He is not afraid of it up there on the high and scary side. And right now, Chris Forsay, he has an 8th spot. Top 8 advances, and it's anyone's race from this point on as we work lap 9 of 12 here in the B main show. You don't want to end your night here in the B main. Chris has it in that all Raider Nation machine. He just lost it, though, to Scott, so it's going to be a battle all the way to the very end with 2 laps to go. Back up front we go. We do a little bit of 3-wide racing. Is that Jareth Pike all the way to the outside? I believe it is. A 65 machine of Jordan Eder working that bottom side. He comes to almost a complete stop down there, it seemed like. Lap 11 of 12, and Ryan is completely gone. Here's our race leader, Zach J. Miller, but who cares? Let's get back here to the 8th and final transfer spot. Scott has it now. Raider Nation of Chris down the backstretch for the very last time. Needs 1 spot. Does anybody wreck? I don't think they do. And Scott's going to be the last car to make it in. That was a fun race there. Some very tight quarter racing. Hard charge was Travis Snyder. He finished in 7th place, but he only, I'd say he did move up 5 spots. So good run, big statement. That's what he did what he needed to do. Poison my mind. You'll never be satisfied. As warm-up is underway, if anyone takes a warm-up, they only do the warm-up if they feel like they need to slick up the track a little bit more. But here at Fairbury, I don't think they would want to slick up the track any. They usually wait about a minute and a half, then they throw the checkered flag. Then we go on a race. Thank you all for the likes and follows here on Wisco_TV. Hopefully you guys are enjoying this broadcast. It's a fast-paced track. Fairbury Speedway. It's definitely a fast one. Hard to keep up with all the action. Thanks to the sponsors up there in the top right-hand corner. It's much appreciated. Fox is throwing their Pro Invitational for the Cup drivers with the new gen race cards. That's on Fox. You can check that out right after this broadcast, of course. Channel 150 on Dish. I don't know about DirecTV. I think it's like 20 something, 2010. No one does take practice. Here's the outside shot of it. Last week, breaking down Lernerville. Royer won it. Tyler Wilson did finish 3rd. Landon 4th. Justin Sherman finished 5th. And the hard charger of last week at Lernerville, the no outside wall track, was Travis Snyder Jr. Came from dead last to score 2nd place for the points for the National Auto Racing Club. As a checker flag waves there for the practice, and here we go for the Mac Daddy Show. As drivers start slowly rolling off, here's the A main show for the National Auto Racing Club. Shea Paulo, the pro driver out of California, he'll be on pole with Justin Sherman to his outside. Lane Stevens, 3rd place, and starting in the 2nd row outside with Gas Monkey Sim Sports is going to be Daniel Adams. Jeff Stewart, the elbows up Sim Sport, be starting 5th with Trevor back there in 6th spot. Thomas Brandon, Team SSR Elite driver, 7th place. Bruce, 8th. Dustin, 9th. Patrick, 10th. Chris, Patrick Cobb, and the list goes on as we get ready to rock and roll for the A main show. And here we go. Step on the lap pedal, kids. as the yellow flag is going to come out on lap number 3. You see one car down there in turns 3 and 4, down by the tractor tires, completely flipped over. Could not get the tow quick enough. So as the leaders were coming right around, he was stuck right there on his side. And that's going to be Trent. That looks like he got stuck on his side, the 88 car. Oh, 3 wide, just completely ran out of room. Then he gets pummeled there from behind. Back to live mode, back to race mode we go. A little bit of a tidbit here. The sun is still up. But once that sun completely settles down and it is completely dark around Fairbury Speedway, the complete vibe of this race will change. As we are early into this race, lap 4 of 30. Here we go. Shea second, Justin. Everyone all the way to the outside of the racetrack. And we got a spinner back here, a couple of them. And everyone just starting to pile in now. So the second caution is going to come out very quick. Second caution. Caution laps go very fast. I'll try to be a little bit quicker on the replays. Here we go. What happened all the way back here? One car got a little loose and everyone just kind of stacked up from there. Everyone was slowly trying to avoid it. They'll grab that EOL. Some of these guys here in the mid part of the racetrack, they definitely want to see this thing go green flag racing all the way on, or all the way through to lap 30. If the leaders catch the tail end of the field and do some lap traffic, shimmy and shiving, slicing and dicing, it would be anyone's race at that point. And that's what I want to see. I want to see these leaders catch the tail end of the field and do a little bit of a slicing and dicing maneuvers all the way around to everybody. Here we go. Restart for the 3rd time. Everyone diamond cuts off at turn 4. Yellow flag waves right back out. When we start getting things rolling, people start getting tangled up. Here we go. Chris Schaefer, Brandon Garman, showing red. Man. They got real tight. Watch this. Came right across the nose of Patrick Spangler. Quarter speed action. Here we go. Check this out. Slow-mo. Patrick looked like he hit the brakes. Oh no, he just hit the 21 machine that got a little loose. And that's all it takes. You get the EOL, now you have to fight your way all the way from the back. Got Trevor back here in 4th place. Always a very fast driver, but can he catch up to Shea if we get some green flag laps? That's going to be the question. I would love to see those two drivers duke it out. Number 90 machine back here. Here we go. Gonna restart it for the 4th time. Now back under green flag. As the leaders completely run that high and scary line Man, if one guy just taps the wall, it's going to stack up that entire high side. And will that bottom ever come in? That's going to be the question. Who's going to be the first one of these leaders to go test the waters down there? We got Swip swapping for second place. Slide job barely by centimeters makes it. Daniel does a crossover the very last second. I'm pretty sure Sparks still flew though. That could have been a very close call. Justin Sherman threw that slide job very, very tight, and here we go. Trevor down to the bottom side. He's gonna throw that slide job. Had to check out of it big time. He definitely was not clear, and here we go. Lane Stevens 2 for 1. As Stevens smashes the outside wall coming across the line, he almost had both of these drivers. As Justin and Trevor were playing games with each other, Lane Stevens kind of snuck up on them. Threw a slide job on both of them, just could not make it stick. And here comes the Frozen Land guy of Tim Alton, trying to make his way up into the top 5. Alton works the middle part of the racetrack. This place is completely slicked up now and no grip whatsoever as a caution is going to wave, and that was our race leader of Shea. Into the pits. Our race leader is out. He was doing flips. He has no engine cover whatsoever. And he goes straight into the pits. Big time shakeup. Here we go with the caution flag. And what a Shea do. He just gets stuck on the outside. Big driver mistake. Some pretty cool flips though. One more time from a different camera angle. Taps the wall right there down the backstretch. And man, he just gets completely glued to it. Could not get off of it. Kind of gets stuck, but check out this flip though. Whenever this guy hits him. Oh, that was Trevor. Lands right back on his wheels. So Trevor, does he have any damage now? The guy that's in third. Looks like he doesn't though. Looks like he should be all squared away. All good. And these drivers cannot use a fast repair after lap 10. So no more fast repairs. If you junk your machine, it's all over for you. Top 3. Daniel, Justin, and Trevor. That's going to be them. Lane Stevens kind of snuck into the picture for a slight bit. We'll see if that 33 machine has anything for these guys. Here we go, back under green flag. Everyone's still working that outside wall. No one wants to test the waters there in the top 5. Down on the bottom side. Here we go. Slide job. Trevor makes contact with the race leader. That was sketchy. Now Trevor hits the outside wall. Can he collect it? And he does. Trevor goes from 3rd place all the way back to 9. Trevor throws a slide job, hits the gas tank of the race leader, smashes the outside wall, and that got sketchy very quick. He's back in 9th place now. A huge shakeup into these races. Tim trying to hold back everybody. They were 4 wide there behind Tim now. This is our 3rd place runner. Alton, he has moved up 10 spots here in the Mac Daddy Show, and he is on this last podium spot. You have Ryan and Lane Stevens going to battle out. Stevens gets the best of him for right now. Bruce is slowly making his way up into the picture. You still have Trevor still battling him out, though. He's already moved up a couple spots. He's up to 6th place. Trevor's car, I thought it may have been damaged by for a couple times now, but proving us wrong. Car still looking very good and very strong. Lap 22 of 30, 10 minutes and 5 seconds into the Fairbury Mac Daddy Show. Daniel trying to hold on to it. Justin Sherman has closed up to the back bumper, and here we go. We have caught some lap traffic. Track map up there on your screen. That is Schaefer. That is Chris Schaefer all the way down to the bottom side. He's going to try to stay out of the way of these leaders. Next up on the list, is going to be Eder. A race leader of Daniel Adams. He's that all-white car. A little bit of contact. Hold on to it, kids. Get tangled up. Our race leaders. 5 laps to go. Justin Sherman has a race lead. Justin Sherman, the all-black car, now has a race lead. Daniel in the all-white car, a little bit of blue, is now back in second place. Justin Sherman started on the outside of the front row, and with 4 laps to go, did he ruffle the feathers of Daniel Adams. Lap traffic coming in big. 19th place is next on the list. That is Jordan Eder right there on the bottom part of your race screen. Leaders go high. 11 minutes, 13 seconds into this Mac Daddy show. The track is completely slicked up. I'm pretty sure they're 4 wide behind the race leaders. We're going to duke it out. Lap 28 of 30 now. Daniel goes down to the bottom side. Slide jump for the race lead. Justin Sherman seeing it coming. He does a quick crossover and back to the race lead. No, he doesn't. Leaves a 1 lane open for Adams, and Adams takes it. Now he does a slide job in 3 and 4, and he may have done it 1 lap too late. White flag out. Daniel throws a slide job. Anyone's race for the win. Last time down the back straightaway. Daniel throws it hard down on the bottom side. Race to the line. And right now it shows the all-black machine of the 00 of Justin winning this race. I don't know if he did, though. Checkered flag waves, and what a crazy finish that was. Justin Sherman looks like he's won, and here's a feature results up there on your race screen. Justin Sherman does get it. Daniel Adams, second place. Lane Stevens, third. And look at that. A .004. That is all that he won it by. I'll jump into the Discord and see if we can get an interview with these top guys. Check this out. See if we can do it. TV number 1. We'll see if this shows a finish. There's Adams Adam, and they're in turn 4. Throws a last Hail Mary of a slide jump. Sherman does a crossover move. And it was a drag race. Whoever can grab as much grip as they possibly can to the line. I'll try to stop it the best I can. Man, that is close. That is extremely close. I usually don't do this, but I kind of got to. I don't know. And regardless, we'll talk to the race guys here in Discord. Switch my mic over really quick. And what a crazy race, man. We had a long green flag run, halfway point on. It was green, a flag racing. We got a little bit of lap traffic. A little bit of lap traffic came into play, and man, that was fun. After 4 or 5 cautions after that, it was pedal to the metal. The guy that finished in that 3rd spot, the last podium spot's going to be Lane Stevens. And Stevens, how's it going, man?
Going pretty good. How are you?
Doing well, man. Track looked very, very slippery.
Yeah, it took a lot of throttle control that whole race.
How much how much full throttle was you?
I never really hit full throttle. Maybe at the start a little bit, but probably 75%.
Looked like the high side was definitely the way to go, man. But a lot of guys were hitting that outside wall. What actually happens to the car whenever you hit that outside wall? It just completely throws you off.
Yeah, you lose a lot of time, especially when it's slick. I actually had a meatball flag, so my car was all bent up, but I just stayed consistent and took 3rd.
Well, man, congratulations. Moved up. Actually, you started in 3rd and finished in 3rd, right?
Yep.
Well, there you go, man. Hey, congratulations, Fairbury. Always a tough track. The small bull ring. Got any friends, family, teammates that you like to give a shout out to?
Just SSR, everyone for putting on the league. Tommy for the team, and yeah, just everyone who helps out.
Well, much appreciated, man. Hopefully, we'll see you next week. And great job tonight.
Thank you.
Lane Stevens showing up to work tonight and finish there in that third spot. The guy that drag raced to the very end, and what a race you had, Daniel J. Adams. Man, looks like you came home in second place.
Yeah, I can't believe I checked up too early. That's such a rookie mistake for me to make. But we were coming down the front stretch, and I saw that I passed them, and I saw the checkered flag, but we didn't cross the line. So good win to hit though. That was some really good racing there at the end.
Did you have you verified the win? Have you went back and looked at the replay?
Yeah, I believe it was .004, something like that. Yeah, as a gap.
It was absolutely crazy, man. Down there in turns 3 and 4, what was kind of going through your head? You was a little bit far. You was a little bit far back, going down into turn 3, but you still kind of threw that slide job line. What was your thinking there?
Yeah, I knew he was going to be fast from the start, and once he got around me, I knew I had to do something. I found that top, and I threw that slider in 1 and 2 that didn't work out very well, so I lost some time. And I really wasn't going to try and throw that big of a slider, but I got loose, so I kind of just had to ride it out, and somehow I didn't hit anyone.
Dude, this was an absolutely crazy race. How much full throttle was you? We was just talked to the last guy, and he said he was about half throttle.
Yeah, that's pretty much what I was. I had my wing about halfway back, which is crazy in sprint cars, and I was only about half throttle down the straightaways, so it was definitely slick for sure.
How much of adjustment do you make, or did you make on your top wing here tonight in the A main show?
So in the A main, I started at -2, and by the end of the feature, I had it at -5. So that's a really big adjustment in these things when you want your wing as far forward as possible.
Daniel, man, thanks for the great finish and a very exciting race. You led a lot of laps here tonight, just fell .004 short, man. But awesome race, man. It was an absolute blast. Congratulations to you and that Gas Monkey Sim Sports squad. You got any friends, family, sponsors that you like to thank?
I gotta first of all thank my friend Becca for watching. I gotta thank all my sponsors, Amsoil, Trix Utility Services, Pentagon. I'm sure I'm missing some Jet Set Concepts, but everyone that helps make Gas Money Sim Sports a thing. And shout out to my teammate Colin, who wasn't able to make it, but he's always up there fighting with me. So it's good to have teammates that know what they're doing.
Very cool, man. Hopefully, we'll catch you next Wednesday night.
You too.
And the guy that wins by .004 is going to be Justin. And Justin, how's it going, dude? Justin, do you got us? His mic's muted. There he goes. I can't hear you, man. Don't know if we'll be able to talk to Justin or not. I'll jump up here. Hey, Justin, you got me now?
Yes, sir.
Dude, win by .04. Crazy race, man.
Yeah, that was insane. I am sure sweating sweating a lot.
Man, lap traffic slowly came into play, kind of with about 5 laps to go. Did anyone get in your way, or did you have to change your line whenever you started putting some guys a lap down?
Some of those guys, I think most of those guys were running the middle. Because I know Daniel tried to get around one, I think under him, and I was able to get around him, and then I think I was going to go around someone else. I'm not sure who it was, and then I tapped the wall a little bit, and then I fell back just a tiny bit. But then after that, it felt like everyone was kind of towards the bottom or in the middle, so I was able to run my line where I wanted to.
Man, you started on pole and you finished first, man. So really, congratulations, man. But down the backstretch on that white flag, down into turns 3 and 4, what was kind of going through your head? Did you think Adams was going to throw that slide job?
Well, as soon as the white flag was thrown, he threw a slider. I think, yeah, I think he threw it. Man, wait, maybe he threw a slider in 3 and 4, but I know I was excited that he threw a slider in one of those corners because I knew I would be able to get the run down the back straightaway, which I did, but barely. And I knew once I was on the straightaway, I just kind of stepped on it, and thankfully um, it paid off.
I talked to the second place or second and third place drivers. They said they really weren't full throttle whatsoever. But man, that coming off a 4 to the checker line, was you full throttle?
Oh yeah, I stepped on it. It was like it's now or you just go for it. There's something to lose right now. It's either I get second or first. Might as well
Yeah.
just step on it.
Yeah, I didn't. I just wouldn't know if the rear tires were spin or not. But man, it'd be very tempting to just smash the throttle. Absolutely, it'd be
Yeah.
tough. It would be tough not to, man. So hey, congratulations, starting on the pole here in the A main show, and also bringing home the checkered flag, man. Here at Fairbury, it's a very very tough track.
For sure, but it's my favorite track. I think I had the All-Star win here as well. It's honestly it's a really fun track. It's really tricky. It really tests the driver. I mean, the top usually is dominant, but if you can make it work on the bottom, you can do really well. It's just a really fun track to drive. Close action, typically really clean. Everyone in this league's really clean. I mean, me and Daniel had a few moments, but in general, we both kept it as clean as we could, and it was really fun.
Well, man, you got any friends, family, sponsors that you like to give a shout out to?
Just the broadcast guys, you guys love watching it afterwards, and then obviously the admins and who put this league on, allow all of us to race.
Absolutely, man. Well, hey, congratulations and thank you for putting on a very exciting race. Kind of makes my job a little bit easier, man. So, congratulations, dude, and we'll catch you next Wednesday night at 8 o'clock Eastern.
Thank you. Later.
Thanks, brother. Justin Sherman was able to pull out that point to 0.004, and look at that. This was earlier in the race. They actually made a little bit of contact. That could have thrown stuff into a pretty good whirlwind if a yellow flag would have came out right there. That was for the race lead. That was for the pass. Regardless, congratulations to all these drivers that showed up tonight. And all the drivers that made it into the A main show. Top 3 drivers. 4th place is going to be Trevor, Ryan 5th, Tim 6th, Brandon 7th, Bruce 8th, Jareth. And then rounding out the top 10 is going to be Dustin. The hard charger of the night is going to be Ryan Warshock back here in the 5th spot, moving up 12 spots. I'm pretty sure he's our hard charger. Yep, he is 12 spots. Next guy that moved up, Jareth Pike moved up 10 spots. Travis Snyder Jr. moved up 10 spots as well. The guys that finished in that 9th and the 12th spot. But everyone, what a race, man. That was absolutely fun. Green flag racing at Fairbury. It never disappoints. Thank you all for tuning in here at WhiskeyOval_TV. We'll catch you guys next time with the National Auto Racing Club, School of Sim Racing, big sponsor. Everyone else up there in the top right-hand corner as well. Thank you guys so much. Till next time, till next Wednesday night, 8 o'clock Eastern, we'll be back with them. Thank you all for tuning in. Everyone, please take care, stay safe, be a nice person, enjoy some iRacing.com. Big shakeup in the top 5. It's going to be fun, absolutely fun. National Auto Racing Club, go check them out on Facebook. And we'll see you guys Wednesday night, 8 o'clock Eastern, back here on WhiskeyOval_TV with the Outlaw 360 Sprint Series.